I read an article several years ago that it stays with me constantly, because this article was by a person who works in an abortion clinic, who said, most people assume that the typical young woman coming in to receive an abortion is a secularist who denies the humanity of the unborn child. She said, but that's not who I see in my clinic. She said, I don't see people coming in and talking about clumps of cells and masses of tissue. She said, I don't hear anyone talking about autonomy of my own body. She said, as a matter of fact, she said, almost everybody that I have come in here seeking an abortion is someone who knows that this is a human being, knows that this is a person, knows that this is a child. She says, most of the people that I have come through here are Roman Catholics and evangelical Protestants. She said, and they never, as they're waiting for this abortion, justify this with all of the political slogans. She said the Roman Catholic patients sometimes will even have a rosary there and will say, I know this is a sin against God, and I'm going to go to confession for it. She said, and the evangelical Protestants will say, I know this is an awful thing and a sin against God, once saved, always saved. In the moment, the gospel that those people are holding to is that false gospel that the Apostle Paul talks about in Romans chapter 6. Shall we sin all the more that grace may abound? But in that are consciences that are in the process of being terrorized. No one is more pro-choice than the devil on the way into the abortion clinic. And no one is more pro-life than the devil on the way out of the abortion clinic. The devil deceives us into thinking, you shall not surely die. The law of God does not apply to us. And then the moment that we are transgressors, he turns with the full force of the law of God written in our own consciences and accuses us, you are worthy of death. The power that the devil has in sin is a power of blackmail. You know who you are, and I know who you are. Brothers and sisters, if we do not address the issue of human sin and fallenness, if we do not explicitly call to repentance, then the problem is not just that we are leaving people in deception, moving toward judgment, but we are also leaving people in a situation of consciences that are under the burden of accusation from a devil who says, there is no standing for you before a holy God. In order to break that power of accusation, we cannot say to people what they know is not true. This doesn't matter. Move beyond it. We must speak honestly of wrath in order to speak honestly of mercy.